Welcome friends, today we'll make a free energy generator using speaker, coil and a DC motor with a magnet. Tools required is as usual. For this we will take a insulated copper wire of maximum length. So this is the insulated copper wire with a maximum number of turns. We have to make it over a speaker. So we will take this type of insulated copper wire. After that we will take a speaker with a magnet above. So this type of speaker we will take. After taking this type of speaker, now over the speaker we have to use a maximum number of insulated copper wire turns. So we will take one ending of that copper wire and fix it in the point of connection where speaker has to be done, so that it will not remove. And now we will wound it over the speaker so that maximum number of turns, nearly about 50 to 100 number of turns we have to do, so that we will get a maximum flux linking with the coil. Now we will make a maximum number of turns over the speaker one by one. It should be tightly done, otherwise it will remove from the magnet. So maximum tightly you have to hold the wire and do a maximum number of turns over the magnet. Slowly we will do a maximum number of turns by counting a number of turns. So see that the maximum number of turns is been done. Once it is been completed, the end we will fix it to the another point where the connection has to be done in the speaker. The 2 points are there. To other point we will fix it, and we will solder it properly. We will extra coil we will cut it with scissor, and after cutting it with scissor we will insert in the point of the connection where it has to be done. After inserting it, we will solder it properly with the solder iron. So we are inserting it, and see that after inserting it properly we will solder it with a solder iron so that it will not remove, and tightly solder is been done without any dry solder. So we will fix it properly. Once it has been fixed, now next we will solder it with a solder iron. Once the solder is been done, we will bring a magnet with a motor over it. So now we will take a solder iron and solder it properly. So we are taking the solder wire and solder it. The two endings of the wire is been soldered properly. Once it is been soldered properly, so we are soldering it properly with the soldering iron. Once it has been soldered, next we will bring a magnet with a motor over it. So slowly we have to solder it so that no dry solder is been done. So we are soldering it properly. Once the solder is been completed, so the solder has been completed, we will keep the speaker aside and bring a big magnet over which we will mount a DC motor. So we will bring a big magnet nearby to the coil or a speaker and keep it as near as possible. And next we will mount a DC motor with the front magnet over it. So this is a DC motor. This is a DC motor with a front magnet in it. We have fixed it, and now we will do this motor. We will bring it nearby to the coil so that a maximum flux will be linking with the coil. Once the magnet is brought near the coil, and see that the magnet is able to freely rotate without any obstacles. Once see that it is freely rotating, now we will take a extension board where the connection of the endings of the coil which is wound over the speaker has to be done. So we will take a extension board and make a connection of the endings of the extension board with the endings of the coil. So we will bring a extension board with the 2-pin point. Maximum number of 2-pin point are there. So this type of extension board we will take and connect the connection of the endings of the extension board and solder it properly with the endings of the coil. So we'll bring it and solder it with the endings of the speaker coil. Once it is properly soldered, the 2 points are soldered properly. Once it has been soldered properly, next all the loop connection is been connected properly. The coil endings are connected to the extension board. The connection is completed. Now we'll give the connection to the motor through the extension board and connect the loop. Now we will connect the terminals of the motor to the extension board so that the loop connection is been completed. After that, we will give a turn to the motor and see that whether the free energy is being generated or not. So after giving the connection, we will give a continuous turn to the motor with the hand, see that it will rotate or not. See that once slowly we will give a turn, the motor starts to rotate, giving a free energy. Continuous free energy is being generated when it works on the principle of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, stating that whenever the flux linking the coil changes, EMF is generated in the coil. So this also works on the principle of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. The bulb glows, showing that EMF is generated in the coil. Thank you, friends. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so whenever I create such videos, a notification will arrive.